everybody, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Rival here, and I've changed Aloy back into a sneaky gear because it's our standard gear, let's face it. And we're going to GPrime. We did the climb in the last video, and now we're going up the prepared way that Silence has created for us, which is so nice of him. But at the same time,
don't look down. Don't look down.
Don't worry, Aloy, I wouldn't let you look down, kid. And up, there you go. Right. So, during the last video, I said you could come up here whenever you liked. You can. You can get up here whenever you want. You can come all the way up to here. This is where you will stop. Silence creates this ladder for you. So getting to that point in the story creates that ladder. So you can go up here and you can fight the Stormbird, you can take on all those machines, you can do all that. But you can't get any further than this because the ladder is not there. All this is that ladder is not, which kind of stops you from going anywhere else. But anyway, here we are.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Alright, let's go and have a chat to him, shall we?
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Why did you come here?
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Yeah, well, the thirst for knowledge is a strong thirst, let's face it. And if you'd already been here, you probably figured out a way that's not covered by freaking machines!
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia.
Yeah.
But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
Okay. Why aren't you here? I mean, let's face it, this is what he's always wanted.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Alright, fair enough. He's being very matter-of-fact. He's also being extremely logical. Yeah, he doesn't need to be there. He gets everything through our focus. And he may even be a distraction by being there.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Oh, hello.
Yes?
I need to get going.
Okay, maybe He hasn't got anything to say to us. Or maybe we have to come out this way and talk to him afterwards.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
Okay, guys. We don't want to go down there then, because if he wants us to go down there, we don't want to go down there. We want to go this way. We want to find out what's here. Here we go.
Logging arrivals. Shen Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
Oh, sorry. That was my fault. I do apologise for that, guys. I hit the wrong button there. I didn't mean to. We'll go back to the notebook. We've got a data point. It's a brand new one.
Logging arrivals. Shen Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Yeah, kind of. She is the youngest. That was one of the things that Sobek was trying to tell her. You know, don't question yourself so much. You were here because you're the best at what you do. So, you know, relax. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to
Mind
go
your
then.
footing.
Come on. There you go, around the corner. Whoa. This place is on a slope. Is there like, can that be opened? No? Okay. A little bit of a... Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go this way. You might be thinking, Rival, why are you going that way? That makes no sense. Go back. It said the other way. No, we're going to go this way. Because this is here.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
That's it. We got the last one, people. So after we've been here, we're going to go and we're going to find the I'm going to find the ancient armory, and we're going to get that lovely suit of armor. But don't worry, we'll be going back there. We've got plenty of other stuff to do. Okay. You can get it towards the end. You come down this way and round and stuff like that, but you can miss it, so I just figured I'd pick it up now while we could. Because then we've got it. I'm gonna check over here. There's a climbing section. I think that gets us back up to where we want to be, but you know, we don't need to do that right now.
Guess that's my way across.
Yep. Sure is, Aloy.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Yeah, don't answer. Just don't, okay? I don't want to know. You don't want to tell me. I may throw up. It's bad enough that she just did...
Glad that's over.
Yeah. Now, have a good look round. See if there's any kind of hiding bits and stuff like that. I don't think there is. Okay, we could go up. I'm going down. See if there's anything down here first, you know?
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Oh, it's totally up the shaft, but we would have missed that, Aloy. And you know how I feel about missing stuff. Thought we understood each other now. Yippity. Alright. Looking for stuff. Wow. Big freaking hole.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Yeah, sure was. Just having a good look round. It's saying go that way, so obviously I'm not going to. There we go.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at GPrime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
That's a good question. Would Gaia be lonely? It's a really good question. You know, I mean, Gaia's an AI, a true AI. But would she be lonely? I have no idea. Anything over here? No, nothing there at all. Alright, keep going. Keep on rolling.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
What do you say to that? Told his friend he'd be there. And he couldn't be. It's just painful. Just so painful. And we're not finding an awful lot, are we? Kind of. Well, I suppose it's just the alphas that were living here, isn't it? So there wouldn't be an awful lot. It'd just be dead.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
The exposure, yeah. Alright, well, we did our best. We got them. Make sure. Yeah, okay. Going up? Yep, looks like it. Okay.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Examining the shrine. Oh, I'm going this way first because there's a tube. And I do like a good vent. Ooh, fire open door. Well, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Alright, looks like, yeah, it's there's nothing else, no other way here, so may as well. Nothing else in here, so just a vent to get to that supply box. Which, fair enough, you know, I'm not going to complain. Anything in here? No. Right, see if there's anything around the side.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters.
But this one closed with a 10mm gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4mm. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
That is one hell of an ending.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Nope, don't want the holoprojector. Want that. Thank you.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
Yeah.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
She knew what it was going to take to save the world, or what it could take, and she was willing to pay that price for the chance that it would work.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Maybe she went actually home. Maybe that's what she did. Maybe she just actually went home. To wherever her home is.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said, keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Okay, I think we're all clear on there, so let's keep rolling. Nowhere else to go except through this door, so... Nothing? Okay, keep rolling then. Oh, got one there.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Ted's coming unglued. Anything here? Not seeing anything.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Looked like there was a zip line. It's not actually. You gotta go this way. Ooh, that's not a good sound. Yep. Up and up. Up you get, Aloy. There you go. And up.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
No, me neither. There was a room off to the left. We have to make sure we get in there.
What? When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Yeah, right. I'm just going to go back to this door and check that other room first. I know what's coming, but I don't want to forget things. Let's face it, we need all the stuff we can get. And I don't want to miss any focuses or anything like that, so... Okay.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone, all of it, every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
He killed them.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Okay. There will be ones in the chat who will say he was trying to hide what he did. I think, personally, The writers have left it kind of ambiguous as to his motivations. Yeah, he could just trying to hide his involvement in everything, but really, we found about Ted ages ago. I think more than anything, he was consumed by his own guilt at what he had done, and he couldn't see a world where having that knowledge wouldn't have someone like him in it, and they would make the same mistakes, even learning about the mistakes that came before. They wouldn't. Their own ego would say, "I won't make those mistakes." We've all known people or been people that have done that, and add the guilt of knowing that you've basically killed almost every human being on the planet already. The rest will die because of what you have done. And you've completely destroyed the surface of the planet because of decisions you made completely innocently. And you have the power to make sure that those people that come after you won't have the knowledge to be able to make those mistakes again. I'm not saying it was the right answer.
The master
I don't think it
override.
was. But
It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
I personally think he was an idiot, but you know. Part of the job of understanding people is kind of seeing their motivations and trying to understand where they're coming from. Let's see if I'm just... No, I thought there might be a way up there. It looked like there might be. Anyway.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Master override doesn't override gravity. Okay, is there like a way up back here? There is. For some reason I've got a frog in my throat now. See, you can go back that way, and there you go. But it's so easy to miss that jump. Because they put this right in front of it, you see, so. Alright, for that zip line, you can just miss it. So I went and got it earlier. There.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy.
He's got what he wanted.
But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Tell me everything you know about Hades.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
Hades.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
The Spire.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. The surrounding geography. Who controlled the land.
The Karja.
Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
Why the Karja? They own the land there.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Yeah. Neither of them cared about it, though, obviously.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Why did he betray them then?
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
When did you find out about me?
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention.
No, I'm not surprised.
A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Nothing you won't do. You've done what you could to make up your mistakes. No, because it is. It's a...
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Silence. Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Alright, let's go get Silence's workshop, but he's left us lots of stuff as well. The video's going a bit long today, but I figure I'm going to do this.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Divine timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundom's reign.
Divine Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Divine Karja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahamas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
to the Mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience, you can be certain.
Well, that was fairly straightforward, getting them to sign on, wasn't it?
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Healus. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Okay, that kind of gives us a brief overview of Silence's thing. We're going to craft this new lance. Gotta say, it's pretty nice. And that's where we're going to call it today, guys.
That the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Oh, it was way down there. Okay, cool. Alright, guys. So that's what we're going to call it for today. We've gone through the whole of GPrime. We've done a lot of exploring. Now we're going to do the bits which are required to kind of clear out certain areas of the map. Next couple of videos are probably going to be me kind of taking care of the vessels and the viewpoints, the flowers, the Banuk statues. We're definitely going to get all the cauldrons done as well. Probably won't get all the hunting grounds done. They are kind of involved and might take a bit of time. Definitely going to get all these corrupted zones done because XP, and we're going to need it. But yeah, the quest now is Looming Shadow. We have to fight a lot. Might need to bring people to the, like, go to different places we've met people and make sure they come to Meridian and stuff like that. But yeah, awful lot still to be done. I definitely want to get through the bandit camps as well. The cauldrons have to be done. We have to be able to control all the machines, just like all of them, you know? And we've got to also drop off those trophies so we can go and get Redmore, which is another fight, which is going to be fun. So that's still to be done. And then we've got the DLC. So much more to do. I'm looking forward to it though. But anyway, I'd like to know your thoughts about what we learned in GPrime, so please do drop down into the comments and let me know what you thought. What you thought about what Ted did, what Elizabeth did. Where did Elizabeth go? Until next time, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.